So this right here is the Honda Prelude concept. That's right, Honda has dug out a vintage name or a classic name, let's just call it, for its new sporty coupe. Now, if you remember the old Prelude, it was a car that sort of went on sale and ended sale rather towards the late 90s and early 2000s. It was a two-door version of the Accord back then. Of course, a petrol engine, but this one is a hybrid, a strong hybrid. But Honda says this car doesn't hark back to that old car. It's very forward looking, but come on, it's got some classic sports car lines, doesn't it? It's got beautiful proportions. And while hybrid cars don't necessarily need to take on any particular size and shape, it's clear that this is a front engine look, just the way the previous Prelude. This car is a 2+2 seater. Yes, the focus of this coupe, like with the old Prelude, is to be a usable everyday performance car. And I think they've done that certainly in the way it looks. And there are still, even though Honda says it doesn't look to the past, some hints at that. Just like the old Prelude, if you look to the front over here, you'll see that there is a light bar, yes, but these headlamps set a little far back on either side of the nose, a lot like the old Prelude. And around the back, also a spoiler on the boot lid area, just like the old Prelude. So yeah, a little bit old school, a little bit futuristic, but it previews something that Honda really should be getting into, and it's quite an exciting prospect, an everyday usable car. Does this remind you of any other cars that are currently on sale? Let us know down in the comments and tell us if you like this new Honda Prelude concept. Now this attractive looking little thing is called the Honda Sustaina C concept, and if it looks a little bit familiar, you might remember that it has a resemblance to the original Honda City hatchback. Of course, not the one that was sold in India, but like that, this is intentioned as a low-cost version of a city runabout, but of course it is an EV, and you can see some of the cost savings, and like these bumpers that are finished in non-body color, and there is a solar panel like element here on the bonnet. Now the intention is that this might bring the cost of EVs down for city mobility, and not currently with the restraints that we have on EVs, one of them being cost, and of course this being a compact car, it's intended for city use. Now, like the original Honda City hatchback, this one too comes packaged with a little scooter that fits in the boot area and furthers that urban mobility concept, and the two will come together. The idea is that this car is also built with sustainable materials like the name Sustaina C suggests, and that includes resins and plastics that are easily recyclable. So what do you think of the Sustaina C concept? Let us know down in the comments.